Health for the Americas planning for good eating is, by today's standards, absolutely ridiculous and also incorrect. So it's a very cheesy, fun watch. But at the time in 1946, when Disney were putting out various educational shorts, it might have been quite informative. I lost faith in this within the first 30 seconds when they said there are three food groups. And I thought, well, that's just not correct. So straight away, it's completely outdated. There is still obviously some good information in there, but it's not accurate. But if you want to look at something that's cheesy and maybe a little bit inspiring, because it did make me think, I could eat better, I could do better, I should probably eat more of this and more of this. It doesn't really talk about what not to eat. It basically says you need variety, and you need variety from these three food groups. And I won't say which ones are missing. See if you can guess which ones they've just completely missed out. But it still is quite inspiring, and it says you need this kind of food for building muscles and this kind of food for warding off diseases. And it did make me think, yeah, you know what, I could probably have more of that to build more muscle and ward off diseases. So it does the job still. It does, well, it did for me, make me think about planning for better eating, and that variety is key, because I think a lot of people, myself very much included, will happily eat the same small selection of foods again and again. I was exactly the same as a child. There were maybe 3 or 4 dishes that I would just, eat on rotation. And I'm not that much different now as an adult, much to my shame, of course. It's yeah, it focuses purely on eating for physical health, which is not a bad thing, but it doesn't touch upon the fact that you need to eat for brain power as well. And I don't, this obviously kind of dates it, because obviously nowadays a lot of employment is not physical labor. In the 40s, that was more so the case, but nowadays it would focus more on brain food to give you energy to get through the working day, to help you be smarter, do better at school, at work. And it ignores the fact that you need to eat to be physically fit, and mentally sharp and intelligent. And clearly I haven't been eating the right food today because my brain is not working. It's hilarious for the wrong reasons, and I really enjoyed it because it's just incorrect and outdated and corny, and I really had a lot of fun with it. But again, at the end of the day, it sets out the task to make people think about healthy eating, and it did that. So it may not be correct now, but it still succeeded. So what can I say? Health for the Americas planning for good eating is actually pretty decent. It's relatively well animated. It's repetitive. It is very repetitive, and I know you learn by repetition, but you don't need to repeat the same things 100 times in an 8-minute short. I'm exaggerating, but only marginally. But I still enjoyed it. Again, probably for the wrong reasons, but hey, if it makes me want to go and eat a banana instead of a bar of chocolate, I might be pushing it, but that's doing a good thing. It's definitely worth checking out, if only for the wrong reasons.